How's it going, everybody? Back here in Gregtech 6 on the Thylacraft Server, doing an update video for 6.01.01. And basically, I need to make me some aluminum screws. So that's what I'm doing right now. They're needed for one of the changes that I'm getting ready to tell you about. First thing was there was some tiny bugs fixed. I'm not completely sure what the tiny bugs were. There were some serious alloy recipes changed. I've looked through them. I don't see the changes. Everything looks right in any eye so anybody that knows what those changes might be, leave it in the comments for us. I might load up older save and see if I can figure out exactly what they are, and if I do, I'll leave them in the comments for everybody. The next one is issue when any recipe collision check function removes a recipe even though it should just check for a collision. That's more technical stuff that don't really know a whole lot about. Let's see, next on the list is adjusted some specific recipe removal. Hold on a second, let me get in here. Removal parameters more precisely to have properly functioning Railcraft compact. Fix tools taking damage when used in creative. The Railcraft thing, I do remember there was a issue with, I think, the charging thing. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called. I'm not sure if it's this one, but there was like 2 recipes for it, or you couldn't make it, one or the other. And I think that might be what was changed, was this here, or what that last adjusted fix was. Hammering ores now only gives crushed ore. That was help with the diamonds. If you remember, when I was trying to make the sifter and the crusher, I was trying to hammer my diamond ore and was only getting regular diamonds instead of crushed diamond ore, and couldn't then try to get the exquisite or the flawless. Somebody brought that to his attention, that they were having a similar problem, and so that got fixed, which is a good fix because you can just cook diamond ore and it'll change to a diamond. I do believe we can still do that. Let me look here. Diamond. That's the hammering stuff. Yeah, see, you can just throw a diamond ore in and get it. Now this shows the regular diamond ore. I'm not sure if you can do it with the Gregtech diamond, but you should be able to, because I do believe they're ore dictionary together. Let's see, recipes for torches using crushed coal ore because of above. That means that you can now make torches with crushed instead of regular coal. You used to have to use regular coal. Now you can use coal dust. You can even use impure or purified coal dust or crushed coal. Hell, you can even use the centrifuge coal if you wanted to. Now, personally, I use this, not sulfur, this one, or not phosphorus, sulfur. I use sulfur for my torches when I'm out mining around, because usually I'm mining pretty low, and there isn't a whole lot of use for sulfur right now. And even when you do finally have uses for it, sulfur is pretty easy to get a hold of. So I typically use sulfur for mine. Next thing is he added scissors. These are basically going to be like Gregtech shears. You can use them to shear sheep. Let's see, the exact thing it says is scissors. They can shear mobs and harvest woolly things. Not suitable for shearing blocks. Do not run around while holding them. So no running with scissors. Throw it right into the changelog. It's a Gregtech rule now. So even if it wasn't your mama's rule, which it should have been, it's now a Gregtech rule, no running with scissors. Centrifuge recipe for impure and purified piles of dust has finally been added. I asked him about this the other day. I was actually hoping to get a ore washing thing added, but at least I got half of it, and that is we can now either electrolyze impure dust to get a different byproduct, or we can centrifuge it, which in this case it has to be that you get the same thing either way. We can now throw our impure dust in and electrolyze them or centrifuge them. And my guess is he's probably going to work on what you actually get back, because so far electrolyzing or centrifuging is showing the same thing for everything I click on here. Aluminum, yeah. But at least we finally got that. So we got one more step into our ore processing automation done. The only thing we need now is being able to wash our crushed ores. So hopefully we will get that soon, because those still need to be hand washed. Next on the list is squeezer recipes for plant drops. So let's see, seeds. Can now be put into a squeezer and gotten seed oil. Now he hasn't put in a brewing thing yet to use the seed oil to make lubricant, but this is the first step. Also, this is the same seed oil that can be used for making stuff for forestry. So that adds back in that usability of doing a lot of things for forestry in Gregtech machines. Let's see. Whenever a tile entity of Gregtech is erroring while ticking, it switches texture and display name to indicate that something is wrong. That way you have a better know that it's just not taking forever to run, but there's something wrong with it and it's not running properly. Okay, let's see. Tooltip for items and can be used as covers. So this item can be used as a cover. Use a chisel to change its design. So that's what he's talking about that was added. Let me go grab my chisel and we will look and see what kind of designs we have. I'm not sure if he's actually implemented too many of them yet. Now, can we do it here or is it just on the wire or pipe? Put that on there. Okay, you can give it the plate look, the ingot stack look, the railcraft plate kind of industrial look, a dust look, and then back to the regular one. So there you go. That's the new plate designs we have. The next thing is the blank cover. This is what these aluminum plates are for. Look it up this way, it'll be easier. We have a blank cover, a crafting table cover, a machine status display cover, and an automatic machine switch. The blank cover is simply a plate and a screw, hammer and screwdriver. And I have 2 double axes. Okay, there's my hammer. And so now I'm going to need a screwdriver. So let's make one of these here. Screw, hammer, and screwdriver. And I'm always going to put them backwards. There we go. Okay, well, apparently the server hasn't been updated yet to allow me to actually pull them out of there. So I'll have to wait and show you the actual functioning of these later. But I'll show you the recipes and explain them. The crafting table one is just a blank cover and a crafting table. If you've played with Gregtech before, this is something that we had since Gregtech 3 or Gregtech 4. Just allows you to put a crafting table right on your machine or pipe or wire. That way you don't have to have the actual crafting table sitting in the world as a block. I could put one, right here and have it right next to what I'm doing on the wire. Actually, he explains a little bit of these, so let me read what he has to say first. Then I'll do the explaining. Blank cover, simply a blank cover used for crafting purposes, but it also decorative on multiple chisel designs. The workbench cover also available in different designs. Machine status display cover. The first lamp from the left indicates that the machine could run actively, which if there are lights like these, which are on this, that go up this way, there isn't a first from the left. But like I said, I'll show you guys those probably in my Gregtech 6 world, or I'll make a special video if people need help with them on here to show them. From the left indicates that the machine could run actively if it were turned on. That means the recipes can be processed and output is empty enough. So if you have the proper thing in the input slot and there's room in the output slot, then that light would be on. The second lamp indicates that the machine is running, be it with or without a recipe. So it is green in standby 2. So if there's nothing in there, the green light is going to be on if it has power and the machine is consuming power. And then the third lamp indicates the machine is running actively with processed recipe and everything. So that would mean the blue light, I'm guessing, is the one that says that it's doing what it's made to do, consuming power and processing whatever recipe that block is made to process. The fourth thing is an on-off switch for the machine. It doesn't only turn the machine off, but also eventual motors, heaters, engines, etc., which are directly adjacent and pointing into the machine. This doesn't apply to low-tech things like the burning box. So I could not put one, I could put one on here, and it should turn this off, my heater down below, because it's an electrical one. But in my Gregtech 6 single player world, I would not be able to put it on that crucible because it cannot turn off a burning box. But if I put one on this buzzsaw, it would turn this off, which would mean that I no longer need the splitter cable, which will be nice for this row of machines here, which still need to get changed. But I gotta redesign my building or get Junior in here to expand it for me before I can do a whole lot with that. And now that I have my single player world, I don't do a whole lot here because we're probably going to be updating this one or resetting this one. Let's see. Automatic switch cover automatically turns on the power to a machine when it is needed and off when not needed. That is this one here. This one needs a circuit, a lever, a tin cable, and a blank cover. The other one was 2 aluminum wire lamps, a lever, a tin cable, a circuit, and a blank cover. See the first indicator lamp if the display lamp in the display cover. Alright. It doesn't only turn off machines, but also eventual motors, heaters, engines, etc., which are directly adjacent and pointing into the machine. And again, won't work with burning boxes. It has multiple designs which can be switched using a chisel. Right now there's only a button bar and a top bar available. You can still see and also click the machine through the cover. Okay. And that is it. And for anybody that noticed, a few, like almost 6 updates ago, I missed the sifter. So there is a machine sifter. You don't have to use a sifting table all the time. I don't know how I missed this in my updates, but I did. So I wanted to show it to you now. It comes in the usual flavors: tungsten, steel, titanium, steel, and bronze. And it's just fine wire, rod, spring, times 2 for each of those, and then the robust bronze machine casing, a wrench, and wire cutters. And that will do the same recipes as the sifting table, just by consuming power. And it should need rotational energy, I'm guessing. No, kinetic energy. So it's going to need one of these. Alright, so that's basically it for the video. As usual, have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments about any of the updates, leave them and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I'll see you in my Gregtech 6 survival if you want to see how a lot of these things are implemented and used in my survival world. Take it easy.